Hello, I'm Rafał from Micro Center, and in this video I'm going to show you how to perform a clean installation of Windows 7 operating system. Unlike any other piece of software, in order to install an operating system you actually have to boot from the CD itself. You cannot do it from inside Windows. Most computers will automatically boot to a CD. If your computer does not, consult your computer's documentation on how to get the boot menu. Because from the boot menu, you can select what device you want to boot from, and then you can select your CD-ROM drive. Please make sure that your Windows 7 CD is actually inside your computer. Once you highlight the CD-ROM drive inside the boot menu, press enter. This will automatically cause your system to try to boot from the CD. If you get a message saying to boot from the CD or DVD, press any key, just tap something on the keyboard. If you get a Windows Setup EMS Enabled screen, just press enter at this point. Right now you should be seeing a screen that says Windows is loading files. This could take a few minutes, so I'm going to fast forward. After it finishes loading, you get a Windows 7 screen that asks you to select the language settings. English is usually selected as a default language, so go ahead and click Next. On the following screen, you will see a button that says Install Now. You also see what to know before installing Windows and repair your computer. Go ahead and click the Install Now button. This will cause the startup to finally start. Here you have your user license agreement, so go ahead and click Accept and then click the Next button. Here you get two choices. You can either do a custom installation or an upgrade if you have Windows Vista installed. Because we're doing a clean install, go ahead and click Custom. On this screen is a partition manager. If you already have Windows installed, go ahead and click the drive options and then click the delete button. This will delete all the data on the computer. Once you have the disk selected, press Next. At this point, Windows will start installing. This could take an upward of about 20 minutes to 40 minutes. It depends on your computer. Please note that your computer may restart a few times during the installation process. So at this point, I am just going to fast forward through the entire install. After the final restart, the Windows will now load for the very first time. The first screen you get to type in the username of the computer. Usually, the best practice is to use like your first name. At the next screen, you get to choose whether or not you want to put in a password. If you want to leave blank, just press Next. On the following screen, you may get a window asking you to type in the product key. I usually leave it blank for later, mainly because you want to make sure that Windows will work properly after the install. On the following screen, you get a Windows Update screen. I usually select the second menu, that way it doesn't install any weird uncompatible drivers for your computer that may or may not cause a system crash. On the next screen, you get to choose your date and time settings, and then press Next. Here, on the following screen, you get the networking options. Usually, I recommend using the Work Network option. It makes networking the easiest. And now, Windows is finalizing itself, and in a few seconds, or maybe even minutes, you will be logging into Windows for the first time. When it says preparing your desktop, it means it's actually generating all the default icons and shortcuts for your desktop. Once it is done, you finally see your Windows 7 desktop. The very first thing that you want to do is you want to go into Windows Update and get all the latest security updates and any driver updates that you may be missing. And to do this, you click on the Start menu and select All Programs, and then click on Windows Update. You may need to run this several times to get all the updates, because some of them need to be installed in order. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed my video, and stay tuned for more.